One of the NFL's oldest and most storied stadiums, it's time to give it another go at Green Bay's Lambeau Field. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go from Wisconsin. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Here's Josh Jacobs in his first look on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
For a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down from the 42. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Now a give right side to Wilson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Fourth down, here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going run again with Jacobs. Up on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Able to find Wicks here. And they get this down to the 28. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This from 40 on the right hash. McManus sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Machine Ali on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the 1st time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down, here's Lamar. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Throwing again is Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Lamar throwing again. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. Have him gain up about a handful there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's Henry on the counter. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked shy in that first down at the 30.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's Lamar on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Baltimore first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Running back motions right. Lamar now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds behind the lines. And that's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our 1st quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. Loop knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now, off the play action. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Love on the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it 3rd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
And air it out on 3rd. Gives him holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Back for the Ravens, LeJontay Wester. That's taken at the 15. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Jump off caught by his back. This gets forward to around the 29. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And a Raven 1st down.
1st down from the 42. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Another run for Henry. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He'll hang on to it on the 2nd down option. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
The Packers going nickel on 3rd. Zone read here and give to Mitchell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
One of the tight ends motions right. Jackson, quick pass wide. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle, and he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 3.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brooks now on the return. He's stopped on a run back at the 27. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Jacobs running behind center. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Shotgun now for Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Down the field, Golden. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's good.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Love from the gun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
From a great throw
15-yard line.
to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Packers take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Loves to throw again. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Love out of the shotgun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Design bootleg here. Dumped off to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Raven first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. They've got a man in motion. This one's sent up for Lamar. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
This is Henry on second. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jackson now on third. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Play action. Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air with Love. Finds the in route complete. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A gift to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff, now Love. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. Has his man, it's Dobbs. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Love looking to pass. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They go to him again, and he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Ravens 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Ali to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard, so they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Brought down by Quay Walker.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play fake, it's Love. That pass caught by Wicks. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Brought down by the only safety picked in the 1st round this year, and that's Malachi Starks.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They run it with Jacobs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. Baltimore running its offense out now. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running once more with Henry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got his man. Hopkins has it. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And that's a
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Out now runs the Packer offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Love now off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing his love on third. Making the call himself. We'll have the first down and even more. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this one does not go far.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Packers 24, Ravens 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We've set it downs from the 37. First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A draw now. This is Henry. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Jackson trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down. Here's Lamar. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Jackson yet again. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. And keeping his own read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He completes it in traffic. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman, and he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He Looking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up fourth down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 4 coming up now. To throw. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
We really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
We're in the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Throwing now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
He shovels this one forward. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So this is a Packers win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.